This gaming gooning dirty ass loser is the motherfucker y'all been hyping up in Kaiju number 8 to be the greatest aura farmer in all of New Gen? I'm sorry, but as far as disappointments go, Gen Narumi along with Kaiju number 8 season 2 opener has to be the biggest fucking disappointment in a long time. Like I said, all the man is good for is gaming, gooning, and glazing himself to fucking death. Not even his own subordinates fucking respect him even though he's the strongest person in the division. Bro is a grown ass man getting bitched and carried around. Ain't no way.
We will be covering some Kaiju number 8 fans reviews on the new Season 2, Episode 1. Let me know what you guys think in the comments on the newest episode of Kaiju number 8.
People like this dude. It's something I would say if I was Stevie Wonder, because you gotta be blind or smoking crack if you don't think Gen Narumi is that motherfucker. Because we deadass saw this man paint the city red with Godzilla's guts. Bro would have ended the Godzilla and Kong movie in 5 minutes, taking both their asses out in one shot. Because they were throwing anything and everything at this kaiju, bro. They were throwing missiles, nukes, just for Gen to come down from the aura farming heavens and fucking one-tap this motherfucker. I'm hitting a quick flex for the gram.
So, Kaiju number 8, Season 2, Episode 1 is finally here. And I hate to say it, but this episode didn't hit the way it needed to, especially with how much hype was surrounding the return. This was supposed to be the launch pad into the darker, more intense second half of the series, and the long-awaited debut of Gen Narumi. But instead, it felt like a soft reset rather than an explosive comeback.
I'm sorry, but that was a rather very short episode. Episode 1 of Kaiju number 8 has been released, and there's really not a lot that I can say about it just because it was so short. And I don't mean the running time of the episode, I mean they only animated 2 chapters of the manga for this episode. Which is actually very surprising to me that they were able to keep the pace decently well. Like, the episode felt a little bit slow, but it wasn't dragged on. Most of the episode was basically just introducing Captain Narumi, the comedic type of character that he is. One thing that I'm definitely glad about is that they fixed his introduction. Because
let's talk about Gen Narumi for a second. In the manga, his introduction is sharp, chaotic, and layered. He's a division captain, a gamer with zero social filters, but also a terrifying presence on the battlefield. He's supposed to feel like a problem. The kind of guy who could laugh while killing a kaiju in one shot and then talk trash to Kafka without breaking a sweat. But here, he came off more quirky than commanding.
They really butchered it on Season 1 when he came out. Anyway, we got a tiny little bit of action with the battle against Godzilla, with Narumi having kind of like a badass aura moment, jumping from the airplane and just landing on it and shooting it straight on. And then after that, it basically went back to the yap fest that it was of everyone talking in the office about Kafka and what they're going to do with him and how he is going to help the people. I don't know, me personally, I thought the episode was going to have a little bit more hype and they were going to rush it a little bit more just so that they could include some of the bigger things that happened. I guess I can understand why they did it the way they did it, just because next episode is going to be the mission that Kafka gets to prove himself. It just felt slow for me.
The animation did a decent job with his visual energy, but the tension was missing. His entrance didn't land with that, "oh sht, who is this guy?" impact we were expecting. It felt like the show wanted to introduce him without letting him take over the scene, which is exactly what makes him so compelling in the first place. And that's kind of the problem with the whole episode. It was too restrained. It reintroduced the world, set up some political tension, gave us glimpses of Kafka's internal struggle. But it didn't go for the jugular. There was no hook, no emotional gut punch, no sense of escalation. The whole vibe was, hey, we're back. Let's ease into it. But this is Season 2. This is where everything's supposed to level up. The animation quality is there. The voice acting is solid. The potential is right in front of us. But the energy, it's missing. If this episode was meant to set the tone, it failed to remind viewers why Kaiju number 8 became one of the most anticipated series of the year. Gen Narumi's intro should have been iconic. Instead, it was forgettable. And that's a bad sign when he's about to play a massive role moving forward. Hopefully, this was just a pacing issue, and Episode 2 kicks things into gear. Because right now, Season 2 isn't roaring. It's whispering.